Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a UU match. This one is against it's Firefly and then some numbers or something. I'm gonna go ahead and lead with my Azelf because he's strong and fast and outspeeds basically everyone on his team. I'm thinking maybe Scarf Zapdos, or Arcanine, maybe Shaman, but not really. And then I'm thinking he's gonna have a rapid spinner in his Hitmontop and it not be like offensive with like fake out and sucker punch and all that stuff. But we're gonna have to go see from there. So like I said, it's gonna leave with Azelf, looking to get an early nasty plot potentially, but not really banking on it. He's gonna lead with his Shaman, and I am thinking I can hit it with a flamethrower, but it won't kill even if he's fully offensive. So I'm gonna go to Tangela, expecting the Seed Flare. He's gonna miss, but that really wouldn't have done all that much damage. It would have done a little less than this HP Fire, so I still wouldn't have died either way. Or HP Fire, HP Ice. I don't really know which one. I mean, they're both identical against grass types. So, no. I mean, I could have got a special defense drop, but I obviously would have switched out. Whatever. I'm going to knock off here, expecting him to want to switch into his Arcanine and maybe get rid of his item. Would be a Life Orb or a choice of some kind. But he doesn't switch to Darmanitan because I knocked off his leftovers. I know that he's defensive, so I'm going to be able to outspeed him. So I'm going to go for the U-turn. He's going to expect me to go for the Flare Blitz and go to a Slowbro, but I really don't want to be losing 202 HP, or a little less than that because of knockoff damage, to Flare Blitz recoil. So I'm just going to U-turn because I know that'll do a ton of damage too. And he's still asleep. But so I'll go right back out to my Azelf because I know he can threaten him with a Thunderbolt, and I'm pretty sure he knows that too because he's actually going to switch out to his Shaman, and I guess obviously if I didn't have Thunderbolt I wouldn't have gone into it. But that does like nothing, so I know he's specially defensive. Like that's like guaranteed. Like there's no way he's not. So I'm gonna nasty plot because I know Seed Flare won't kill me, and he's probably gonna go for hidden power of predicting me to switch into my Tangela again, because that's almost up to full health. It's like probably like 80 something percent. But he goes for Leech Seed, which is fine. I'm gonna go for Flamethrower because I just figured I would. If he switched to a Slowbro, yeah, but I'm like, he's probably not gonna be playing those kind of games yet. He doesn't know I have Flamethrower yet, especially since I switched out on first turn, so he's probably thinking I don't have it. But I kill him. He's going to go into his Hitmontop, and because he has the Intimidate there, I'm going to assume that he's defensive, and therefore the Sucker Punch will not kill me, so I'm just going to go with the Psyshock. And he was hoping to scare me out, probably into my Slowking. Or my Tangela, either one really doesn't really matter. And I'm going to hit his Slowbro with a powerful Psyshock. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt here because I want the Slowbro dead. I'm figuring he's probably going to switch to his Nidoqueen, but I'm like, I want Slowbro dead because if Slowbro stays in and I don't kill it, he kills my Azelf and he's in a good spot. But if he switches out and I Thunderbolt, like it'll do nothing, but he won't do anything to me other than the Leech Seed recovery, right? Or the sapping. He doesn't gain any HP because he's never used that Pokemon. Here, though, I'm like, I know he's going to stay in because he's going to predict me to over-predict, right? Because Slowbro is a much bigger threat. At least in my opinion, because Darmanitan and stuff like that, than his Nidoqueen. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Psyshock, and it's gonna end up working out perfectly. Gonna switch to his Arcanine. I know he's gonna extreme speed, so I'm gonna go to my Slowking, just in case he wants to Flare Blitz too. Just predicting the switch to a Tangela, because that's obviously a physical wall. And the extreme speed does quite a lot. I'm just like, okay, it's obviously banded. But I'm like, oh, that kind of hurt. But I'm going to still go and stay in because, I can. I'm going to slack off because I know, obviously, he's only going to bring me down to around like 20-30%. And I don't want to switch out because nothing wants to take extreme speed. Well, I mean, I guess Tangela could have taken it. But, you know what? Whatever. Also, I know because I'm max special defense, he can't KO me unless he's like Specs. And I didn't think that was really going to happen. Most of those aren't specs. But yeah, so he goes for the agility, and I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. He's going to go for the Thunderbolt and show his Life Orb. I am going to survive that, as I explained, and I'm going to go for the second Ice Beam, and that is going to easily take him out. He was not happy about me having Ice Beam, but I basically told him, like, in UU, no fighting type is going to stay in on a Slowbro or Slowking, because there's no point. It's nicer, I guess, in Slowking's home and NU because there's a lot more sort of fighting types in general. But in UU, it's only really Hitmontop that you see. So yeah. Anyways, I use Ice Beam because it's Shaman and Zapdos and things like that. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna switch to Donphan because I figure he'll either Flare Blitz or Stream Speed, and either of them are gonna take out my Slowbro, and I don't want him to Flare Blitz because of my Tangela. So I'm gonna go to Donphan. Figure he's worth basically sacrificing, but I'm gonna switch out here and go back into my Slowking because I know he won't be able to take me out because I have a little bit more HP than he'd be able to do. But he's gonna switch out to his Slowbro, just not wanting to kill himself, I guess, or I don't know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I just Toxic him. He goes for the Scald, which leads me to believe he doesn't have Toxic. But at this point, I'm like, you know what? I don't care if he Toxics me because his team is kind of whittling away. And like, yeah, he's still got that Arcanine, but because I know it's banded, I can take it out with, basically a combination of a fodder of more than likely Azelf or something like that. Whatever. Plus, Slowking walls it too. So it's like he switches out. So that means he like doesn't have Toxic. He probably has Thunder Wave. I'm not really sure. He goes to Hitmontop, goes for close combat just to, I guess, judge the damage, but it really does nothing. And I have no defense. Well, I have, I think, 4. So, yeah, he's pretty much in trouble. I'm going to predict him to go for the second close combat just because he probably has Rapid Spin, maybe Foresight, Close Combat, and Mach Punch because he's not going for Stone Edge or Sucker Punch. I'm thinking that's what he has. Anyways, he's going to switch out, and I'm going to go for the Scald, as I said, expecting him to be at -2, and this would probably do a whole ton of damage, but he's going to go to his Arcanine, and that's going to easily take it out. So now at this point, he knows he's basically lost, because he only got a Slowbro without Toxic, and a Hitmontop without Toxic either, I guess. He could also have Rest. But anyways, so he's just going to run, because he knows, like, the battle's over. I still have, I think my entire team, I mean, Azelf's almost dead, so is Donphan, but no one's actually KO'd, pretty sure. Anyways, whatever. So, like I said, that's the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a pretty cool match. Yeah, go Slowking. Kind of wall shit. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.